My boyfriend got mad that I only spent $20 on him for a date. Originally posted by Significant Fruit 645 in R. True Off My Chest on January 12, 23. Updated February 1st. Trigger warning. Mention of drug use. Less than. Original post. My boyfriend got mad that I only spent $20 on him for a date. I, 24F, went on a date with my BF, 24 meters, recently in celebration of our 1-year anniversary. Money has been running tight recently since my BF was fired from his job recently for showing up. Hi. I knew he was really upset about the whole situation, so I wanted to cheer him up. And I thought taking him out to dinner for our 1-year anniversary, which was coming up, was the perfect way to do so. I took my boyfriend to one of my favorite restaurants from my childhood. It wasn't a high-end restaurant because I make like 1/3 of what he used to make, but nevertheless he loved the interior design of the restaurant and the food. We were having a great time until the waitress came and told us our combined bill was going to be a little under $45 after tax and tip. My BF looked at me weirdly, but I thought I imagined it, so I ignored him and paid the bill. After the waitress left to get a box for our takeouts, he turned to me and asked, "So that's how much you value our relationship after 1 whole year of being together?" I was confused and he said, "You only spent $40 on our 1-year anniversary date." I asked, "What's wrong with that? And plus the prices were printed on the menu." He said, "You were supposed to pay. Why would I have looked at the prices? And every time we went out I always spend hundreds of dollars on you." I didn't respond because I didn't want to cause a scene, and he raised his voice and said, "I see how it is. I'm only worth $20 to you." Then he left the table and told me I can take an Uber home. I feel really bad and I apologized many times, but he's still mad at me. Understandably. And things have been awkward. Update. First of, I just want to thank everyone for the overwhelming amount of support and private messages. I have read all of them. And it warms my heart how caring internet strangers can be. I just ended my relationship with boyfriend. I'll try to keep this post as short as possible and try to refrain my emotions from seeping through. I can forgive him for showing up high at work and losing his job. Everyone makes mistakes. But recently he's made it real clear that he won't be trying to find another job in the near future. So I know our relationship isn't going to be sustainable. Also, I'm not a drug user myself, but I've always been okay with him using it from time to time. But recently all he does is get himself high in front of the television, and he's stopped taking care of himself, and I'm really scared for him. I'm scared his body can't handle it. He's still icy with me about our last date, and probably because the drugs cloud his mind. And we haven't really had a real conversation since then. I decided to formally end things, and I phoned his parents and told them about his condition, and right now he's living with them, and I hope they can help him better than I can. Reminder. Do not comment on the original posts or contact the original poster. I am not the original poster. This is a repost. Whether it's high-end or low-end, anyone who focuses on the dollar signs instead of whether or not you enjoyed the other person's company isn't someone you want to date. I feel really bad and I apologized many times, but he's still mad at me. Understandably. I don't understand how his behavior was understandable at all. Lol, that he was enjoying everything until he saw the bill. Don't get the impression that he would have spent what he expected to had he been the one taking her out. I can forgive him for showing up high at work and losing his job. Shirley Bennett from Community Voice. You can excuse him showing up high at work? Understandably, there is absolutely nothing understandable about any of this. Hold on, she can excuse showing up on drugs and getting fired from his job? Well, she sure buried the lead in her first post. Yeah, probably dumped the angry druggie who refuses to get a job and cracks it when you take him to a restaurant you have a happy nostalgia for. Is it just me, or is it amazing when you've had an amazing time? Liked the place and food and only spent less than you would have had at a high-end restaurant? Affordable places with amazing food is the king. He sounds like an idiot. Has no money, but spends hundreds of dollars on each date? He could learn from his ex in terms of being sensible and having the right priorities. I would commit acts of violence to be introduced to a nice restaurant with $20 meals tbh. The saddest part of the whole post was, I feel really bad and I apologized many times, but he's still mad at me. Understandably. And things have been awkward. Understandably? Hell no. This isn't understandable. Good for Oop for getting rid of the boyfriend. That kind of behavior is petty, immature and unacceptable. Drug use is a tricky thing. But the being offended by money spent in date thing is just stupid and wrong. I can forgive him for showing up high at work and losing his job. Everyone makes mistakes. Okay, Oop lost me there. That is not the kind of situation you cover up with, everyone makes mistakes. Orders $20 worth of food, complains that wife only spends $20 on it. This makes no sense, LMAO. This woman's standards are lower than a YMCA old dude's sack. Good for Oop, but man, I hope the ex gets the help he needs. Sounds like he's one step from being a full-fledged addict. I don't understand people like this. If the food is good, great. If the food is cheap and good, even better. Good freaking lord. I'm recently single, in my mid-40s, and can barely walk even with a cane. But this kind of nonsense makes me want to hobble after the guy, rap him on the head with my cane, and shout, "You are dumber than a flipping fence post." I'm high right now, and if you spent $20 on my b-day showing me a place that means something to you, I'd be super happy. That was him being an insecure asshole. He's been disengaged for a while and wanted to use the whole "I'm only worth $20 to you" bit in order to force the breakup and make it her fault. I thought she made a thoughtful choice for the restaurant. A place she knows has good food with reasonable prices and won't break her budget. He said he liked it. And who the hell doesn't notice prices even if someone else is paying, especially if someone else is paying? She's so much better off without this loser.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Haircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.